Hello, welcome into my workshop and welcome to the show Creations of Clay. My name is Louis Palladini and today I like to paint the growling wolf head that we made last week. I'm going to show you how to paint that from start to finish. Right here, we're going to paint that and it looks pretty good with all the paint now. It brings out a lot of the details and things. I'll show you the types of paint that we're going to use today. There's acrylic paints such as this. We're going to be using black, yellow, white, some grays, some browns, some red, pink, an off-white, and then we'll get into some darker browns and also a very dark brown. The first thing that I want to do is I want to show you how to paint the inside of the mouth. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to use pink. I want to put that right here. And we'll get that. So what I'm going to do is paint the top of the inside of the mouth right here. Get that portrait pink right there. You can see how it's coming out. Gonna get that nice. Let me look and I want to make sure. I'm gonna flip it around, make sure I got all the spots and I didn't miss anything. Okay. And then we'll also try to get underneath the tongue area here too. See that? See I'm doing that? I want to get a little bit under there. And then I'll try to get a little bit under the tongue here. And then this area here too. And now I'm doing the roof of the mouth again, just making sure we got enough paint there. And we got that. I'll show you. Okay. I'm going to rotate that around. See how we did all the portrait pink in there? That's the color. And then, like I showed you, we did inside here, the inside here, and the inside there. Next thing that we want to do, now that that's completed, is we want to paint the tongue. So I'm going to clean this up a little bit. I do have some paper towels that I want to use. Keep that one there. And okay, so now we're going to use it's like almost like a deep red color for the tongue. I'll put that right there. And now what I'm going to do is I'll show you how to paint the tongue. So I want to paint that right there. See how nice that is beginning to look? Nice contrast to the pink color. See that? Just want to make sure I get and then I'll try to get the sides of the tongue. Want to get the front. See that? Try to get the front and the sides. I'm just going to do a little bit of touch up, make sure I didn't miss any spots. Yeah, that's looking really nice. Now, I made sure that I didn't miss any spots on that. I'm going to rotate that around so you can see it. It's a really nice contrast, like I said. So the next thing that I want to do is we want to paint the teeth. We have like an off-white color for the teeth. So I'm going to put this here. And we'll do that. Get that. I'll pick this up so you can see it. We got this. So now we're going to paint the teeth. So I'm going to see that I'm painting the teeth. It's amazing what a little paint can do to make things look so much better. So now I'm trying to get the back of the teeth too. So I want to make sure I get the teeth from every angle. Let me get the back. I'll show you what in a second. I'll turn this around so you can see it. Okay, then we'll touch up the front a little bit again. Now we want to do the bottom too. So see this? And then there's a little strip of teeth in the bottom here that we want to get to. Right there. Then I'll try to get this from other side. It's very intricate doing this work, but the results are worth it. Now, I'll rotate this around so you can see it. See that? And it's like an off-white color. And then I'll try to flip that upside down. See how I got inside there? How I was painting the other side? And then I did the same for that. So now that that's done, we are going to do, the next color I want to do is black. We will take and do some black now. So we're going to do that right there. I gotta get one of my smaller brushes now. And we're going to do the eyes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and put this right inside the pupil. Like that. So what I'm doing is I'm putting the brush actually inside the pupil there. Then we'll take and do it the same to the other side. And you just kind of rotate it around. See, I'm just kind of moving the brush around a little bit. I'll show you what I had done. I'm going to go in there again. Go in there again. Okay, see how I did the eyes? I was putting the brush in like that, and going around. So the next thing that we want to do also is I want to paint the nose. We'll do that black. See, I'm doing that. Then we'll take and I'll dab the front of it now. And then there's like a little strip in the middle there, and I want to do that. See how we did that? And we're good. Okay, now that we've done that, see that? Everything's really starting to stand out a little better. I want to do the eye, a little more on the eyes. I want to paint black around the rim of the eyes, but first I want to do this a yellow color. And we'll do that for the eyes. Put that right there. I'll start to move some of these off to the side, the ones that I don't think I'll be using again. And we'll take let's dry that out. Now I'm going to take the yellow oxide and I'm going to paint the inside of the eye right here. See that? Make sure that the black is out of here. I'm going to paint. Then we'll do the same on the other side. See that? See how we did that? And now we're going to come back in with the black again. We're going to do the outside of the eye. So what I'm going to do is right here, see how I did that? We'll come in and do the same thing on the other side. See that? Now, there is another area I do want to paint black, and that's going to be the rim around the mouth, or the lips. So I'm going to get my other brush again. We do have the black paint still here, so what I want to do is take this and paint this area right here. See I'm doing that? See how we're doing that? Really makes things stand out. See that? And then I just want to make sure now we got here. See how nice that looks? Really is a nice contrast with the teeth and the mouth and everything now. The next step that we want to do, let me clean up my brush a little bit. Just want to come back in with some other nice colors. Okay. Okay, we're going to use a gray now. So we're going to put the gray here. And then I'll show you what we're going to do. We'll just flick it slightly around the head in different areas. See that? We'll just darken it up a little bit. See that? We'll put a little on the inside of the ears too. Try to do both sides. Yeah, see that? I'm going to come in behind here and do a little bit there. Yeah. Put a little bit here. A little on this area here. So just ever dab it ever so slightly. And we just want to kind of go around a little bit. We don't want to cover up the white completely, but we want to make a nice contrast in color. So do that. Come in here in this. Let me see. Just want to kind of. See that? Just want to do little flicks of gray here and there. You don't want to cover up the white completely, but you just want to add some variation of color. Because a wolf's fur has grays, whites, browns, and that's what we're just trying to do. Just add a little variation so it looks nice. And I just want to add a little more in the back. So you just kind of flick it a little bit. Just dab it. I want to show you something. See now? We didn't cover the white completely, but we just dabbed on the color. See how that's a nice variation in color? And now we're going to move on to another color. We've done the gray. So now I'm going to do like a light brown. We'll put that right here. I'll clean that up a little bit. I like this brush because it's good for doing this kind of work. So we'll clean that up nice. And now we're going to take and dab this a little bit now. So see this, how we're just going to add a little bit of variation. Add a little bit on this area. Try to get all around the eyes. See that? I'm not going to cover it completely, just dab it a little bit. Just ever so slightly. Add a little more here. Try to add a little bit down the bottom. See that? Just dab it. No more than that. Then we'll work our way to the other side. Here. And now we're going to just dab this a little bit in the nose area in the front. See how that's really coming along nicely? Add a little to the ears. Now I'm going to dab a little on the ears here. And we'll also add a little bit to the underside of the ears too. See this? See that? Just dab the other side. Then we'll come in and Dab this a little more. Now, we'll work our way around the head. Put a little in the back. Then we'll work our way over here. Okay, let's see. Now we'll kind of work our way to the top. See that? Okay, I want to show you what I've done. See this? You just add a little variation color, because we're going to come back in with a little darker brown now. And we're going to cover that. So we've done those colors. Now, a little darker brown there. Now I'm going to come in with that one. I'm going to come into on top of the nostril or the nose. Just cover it ever so slightly. Don't you want to cover it up completely. The dab around the eyes. Dab around this area right here. Dab around up here. Kind of hit the ears a little bit. And we'll just kind of dab a little up in here. So you're basically just trying to layer the paint. So you see a lot of variation in color when you're looking at this wolf. Then we'll try to get a little back here. Let me see, what areas do I need to hit a little more? Just dab all around. See I'm doing that? You can see, just, you don't want to cover everything up completely. You just want to dab here and there. Okay, I think we've done pretty good with that color now. So what we're going to do is we've got a couple more different colors here. We got some darker browns. And I'm going to use that one. Might as well do them together. And then this is even a darker brown than that one. So I'm going to clean up the brush again. He's really coming along nicely. I'm glad the way he's turning out. So I'm just going to dab a little bit of this here, ever so slightly. You don't want it too dark. Dab a little bit here. Try to do the top of the head. Just a little bit. Don't do it too dark. Just ever so slightly. You're painting over it. Just want to darken this up a little bit. See that? Really coming along nice. We're going to add a little bit here. Just little flecks. And now I'll come back in over here. I want to make sure I do the same thing. Yeah, that looks really good. And now we'll take the darkest color of all and we'll add a little bit of that. Darken that up a little bit. Flick it around the ears. Top of the head here. Want to darken this up a little bit. And we'll try to darken that up a little bit too, around the jaw area. See that? Try to darken that up a little bit. See that? Just kind of darken it up a bit on both sides. See that? Really coming along nice. We're just going to maybe just touch up a little bit more on the bottom here. And then I'll do a little bit more over here. Now, I think we got to a point that we can stop. I do want to show you, see how we did all of that? I'll just rotate it around. You see all the nice variation in color. You see all the beautiful work we did in the mouth. And I'll show you what the final version of the wolf head will look like when it's painted. This is the final version of the wolf head right here. As you can see all the nice beautiful variation in color. The yellow eyes with the black rim and around there. The beautiful teeth. You can see how the underside is all painted pink there. The tongue. You see that. Beautiful variation in color. So I'll just kind of flip that around so you can see everything. The paint really accentuates all the beautiful details of the growling wolf head. I do want to thank you for coming to the show Creations of Clay today, and I do look forward to seeing you again next week. Goodbye for now.